What is up, guys? It is Robert of Movies with Me, and welcome back to the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes movie review. If you don't know, in anticipation for War for the Planet of the Apes, which comes out this week, I'm reviewing Rise and Dawn. I already reviewed Rise, and now I'm reviewing Dawn. Now, I'm not going to have any spoilers on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but I will assume that you already saw Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So Caesar now has a whole gang of apes that can talk and do more sophisticated things closer to humans. And it's pretty incredible when you first see a whole gang of them. In this one, Dawn, they already built their own home, and it's very cool to see the way they structured it. This movie is actually directed by Matt Reeves, which is actually a new director, not for like Rise, but he also is directing War for the Planet of the Apes, the next one. So that's pretty interesting that they kept him on board. It does, of course, star the amazing Andy Serkis. I didn't actually mention this in Rise, but I gotta give credit, man. Him as Caesar is so incredible. He's such a damn good actor because, like, to really put yourself in that role, like, he is Caesar. He does such an amazing job, and he deserves a lot of praise for being an ape. It also stars people like Jason Clarke as Malcolm, Gary Oldman as Dreyfus. And now in this one, basically, shit just got real. Essentially what happened is that the human race is declined by a huge ton. In fact, it's so bad that the people in this movie don't even know if there are other survivors. They're like, there's got to be more out there. And it's so crazy to see what has happened only about 10 years, I believe. And it's just it's mass chaos. Everything's run down. The whole city is destroyed. I mean, the whole world is destroyed. But focusing on the city, it's really, really run down, and it shows. Now, even the apes are looking in. They're like, we haven't seen humans since like 2 winters ago. So that's why they think, well, humans are probably gone by now, even though, Caesar kind of likes humans. He knows that there are good sides to humans, like James Franco. A little crew of humans, about like 6 of them, come to investigate the forest. There's a reason why. Is because they're low on fuel. Their whole human environment, it requires fuel. You need fuel. But they only have about like 2 weeks left, and they are panicking because without that, what's gonna happen? How can they really survive without it? But of course, the apes, where they're at, there's fuel there. So Jason Clarke's character is gonna try to gain that fuel from the apes by being friendly. He doesn't want to fight. He recognizes that these apes are good, and they can be good, especially Caesar. One of the best parts is actually in the beginning when you have Caesar's son, which he has a son now, and his friend are just walking in the forest, and there's just literally right past him, just a human walks by, and both of them look shocked. Human and ape, they're just like, oh snap. And from there on forward, it's just the movie unfolds, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. What I said, I remember a lot of people saying Dawn is better, and I gotta agree. Dawn is actually better than Rise, and that's crazy because Rise is a masterpiece to me. And so the fact that Dawn is even better, whoa, I didn't think it could be topped. Because I was like, I haven't seen Dawn since the movie came out. I was 15 then, now I'm 18. And so I'm able to see with newer eyes. And man, again, just like with Rise, I forgot how amazing these movies were. And it makes me so excited for War. Because this is just such an incredible story. I love the way we follow Caesar, the way we see him grow up from literally just a baby to a full-grown leader with a family and enemies. It's so cool, and it's so just amazing the way they flesh Caesar. Caesar, honestly, to me, is probably one of the best movie characters, period. Like, I'm being honest, I absolutely love Caesar. Almost everything about Rise gets knocked to double. The story is way better in Dawn. The action is way better in Dawn. The dialogue, better in Dawn. everything about Dawn is better than Rise, and it makes it sound Rise like, oh, it Rise is whatever. No, Rise is already like a 10. This whole movie just feels like a great adventure, and it's not even like, oh, we're traveling. No, there's a lot of down moments for maybe for people. It's not like this movie is all like action, it's all like that. No, there's a lot of story. These movies are totally story focused, and they it's good for it, because following Caesar's story is easily one of the best stories I've ever seen in movies. Like I said, I love this character. To see Caesar's relationship between, whether it be his son, Koba, which there's a lot of back and forth between him and Koba, that at the end of the film is just incredibly epic. I mean, just an epic scene. Obviously, there's the relationships between the humans, and it's just so well written. I have no complaints about this movie. Really, I have no complaints. I don't think there's anything bad with this movie. I don't think there's any flaw with this movie. I think it is as good as you could get for a movie like this. And they did a fantastic job, and I cannot wait for War. I think it's pretty obvious, but I'm going to give Dawn of the Planet of the Apes a 10 out of 10. That is 2 10 out of 10s in a row for this franchise. I gave Rise a 10. I gave Dawn a 10. Will it be a perfect 30 for this trilogy with War for the Planet of the Apes? The reason I'm doing this now and not on Wednesday is because I'm going to actually see War for the Planet of the Apes on Wednesday instead of Thursday, because they're going to have the trilogy. So I'm going to rewatch the trilogy, but in movie theaters. I'm going to see Rise, Dawn, and then War, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I hope it is amazing. People are loving it, and a lot of people are already saying that it's better than Dawn. It's just like, what the hell? How are you guys doing this? How are you making so many amazing movies? Like, these are, some of the best movies I've seen. Like, honestly, they really are just incredible movies. Like, I have no flaws with them. I really don't. I don't see I don't find one thing wrong with these movies so far. So it's going to be interesting to see how War stacks up against these two. If War can be better than Dawn, or think about this. Even if War is worse than Dawn, but just as good as Rise, it's still a 10 for me. I'm rooting for you, Andy Serkis and Matt Reeves. I really think you guys could pull another 10 for the final chapter. I would think final chapter of the Planet of the Apes series. Man, I can't wait to see where Caesar goes. I'm going to guess he dies. If it's the last one, you would think they would kill off the main lead. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you think it's going to end? What are your theories? If you actually know stuff, don't tell me. That'd be dumb. But what do you guys think about Dawn? Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? What do you guys think of it? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.